What a road.
Yeah, absolutely. Who needs the Pyrenees?
Exactly. Wow.
If you're new here, we're travelling the coastline of England and Wales on our Honda VFR1200X Crosstourer. We finished the last video climbing out of Vortigern's Gorge on this gorgeous road. To hear more about it and the interesting village at the bottom of this steep hill, check out last week's episode. We're in Wales on the Llyn Peninsula, a place we've never visited before. We're hoping to get around the peninsula in this episode. Our sat-nav says it would take 2.5 hours, but if you've been following us, you'll know how unreliable our timings have been. Stick with us to find out why it took a lot longer.
At the end of last week's episode, we spoke with a local man, Ian, who has become one of our regular viewers. He was explaining the Welsh tradition of Eisteddfod. We didn't plan or realise we would be here during the week it was chosen to host the 2023 Eisteddfod. I know it's a lame excuse, but unfortunately our schedule didn't allow time for us to visit, but we still experienced one of the quirks of Eisteddfod tradition. As we entered the Llyn Peninsula, we couldn't help noticing the abundance of roadside signs, flags, mannequins, and all manner of homemade paraphernalia promoting Eisteddfod. The time and effort put into making and displaying all of this gives an indication of just how important the festival is to the Welsh. As you may know, I'm not afraid to tackle Britain's sensitive and complex cultural and historical traditions, but I might just be biting off more than I can chew trying to explain Eisteddfod, especially as an Englishman. Nevertheless, here goes. It is clearly more than just an arts festival. It's a unique cultural institution. In short, it's been described as a Renaissance fair, a Celtic festival, a music festival, a literary festival, and the supreme exhibition of the Welsh culture. The term Eisteddfod means sitting together, and essentially it's a gathering where people peacefully compete in the composition, recital and performance of prose, poetry, singing and playing music. The first documented instance of Eisteddfod took place at Cardigan Castle in 1176. However, with the Edwardian conquest of Wales, the closing of the bardic schools and the anglicisation of the Welsh nobility, it fell into abeyance. The current format owes much to an 18th century revival helped along by the Gorsedd Cymru, a secret society of poets, writers and musicians whose beliefs were a compound of Christianity, Druidism, philosophy and mysticism. Despite the Druidic influences, the Eisteddfod revival was embraced and spread widely by the Church. Their efforts proved enormously successful and is credited as one of the primary reasons for the continued survival of the Welsh language, literature and culture 8 centuries after Edward I's conquest of Wales. The Eisteddfod is steeped in strict rules, rituals and etiquette that has been likened to Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. There, I hope I've done it some justice in the short time available, but please let us know in the comments if I've missed or got anything wrong.
Yeah, Aberdaron, right.
Almost like fun, doesn't it? Guys.
It's impossible to explore the British coastline without encountering some steep climbs, but there are regions that have more than others. We can now say the South West and Wales are in another league, not only in the number of steep roads but the gradients. This one looks steep even through the wide angle of the GoPro lens that normally flattens the image. It was not only steep, but the corners were tight and very close together. However, this is nothing compared to what's ahead. In the next episode, we find ourselves unexpectedly heading for a 40% gradient and unable to bail out.
Is that our turning point?
Well, there's cars going down
On the
yeah.
beach.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, I know, it's difficult on a bike because of the slope. Yeah, we are.
Give us a wave.
A few moments later.
Yeah, we want a good run up, don't we?
Yeah, we are, but we got to get a good run up. Okay, because so you carry on, it's fine. We got to make sure it's clear because we can't stop on the corner on the hill.
He's gone, yeah.
Thank you. That's alright, you can stop here.
Yeah, we did the worst, didn't we? I think that was worth popping down to. Lovely little bay.
I completely agree. We plan our routes in advance using Google Maps. I've done a whole video on how you can use waymarkers to force it to accept unconventional routes. Google Maps is supposed to be able to work offline, but that's not always the case. Also, it can't cope with more than 10 waymarkers, and so we have to stop and load the next route.
Nothing behind.
3. Oh. Even though we've downloaded the maps for offline use, Google will often not load the next route without an internet connection. So, yeah, because this doesn't take us straight to Aberystwyth, but I think what I'll end up doing is just picking up a sign and following my nose when they do get there, because I'm not sure the next map will load. I think we've got one more left in, 20 minutes to get to it. There's probably a better way to do it. Let us know in the comments what, if anything, you use. Largo, do you remember?
Yeah.
Campsite.
Campsite and beach.
Campsite and beach this way. Okay, it is sending us this way.
Oh, private, no public right of way. Admission. Pay at station.
For the beach.
Oh.
Vehicles and pedestrians pay at station. Motorbike.
Motorbikes. £2.
£2. Okay. You got a couple of quid on you?
So we've had to pay £2 to come through the farm to get ourselves to this beach. So we'll see what it's all about. first corner. Looks like there's camping. It's a beautiful beach.
We're riding a fully loaded Honda Crosstourer. It has a 1200cc V4 engine and is fantastic for munching road miles. Looking at it, you may think it has some off-road capability, but I expect many of you are shaking your heads right now, and let's be honest, you're right. But that doesn't stop us from having a go when the opportunity presents itself, as it did on this day. Having already planned our route, we discovered a byway open to all traffic that went right through the middle of a golf course.
Yeah, I think it is that road. I think, can you see on the map? We're coming to the other end of it.
There's your way marker out there, look, to the left, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think that's the road.
Ah.
We just come up from. I might just take a quick look down it.
Yeah.
We missed the first turn to drop down from the road we were on, but couldn't help ourselves taking a look and seeing if we could get to it from the other end.
The road's just here on the right.
We were already running late, and I had just been stung by a wasp shortly beforehand. Also, it was busy with golfers and walkers. I was reluctant and almost decided against it until I saw a car emerge from the lane. I just had to give it a go.
Wonder if it is a byway. It's not. Golf club approach. See, it's not stopping anybody. There's a car coming towards us there. You see?
So does it swing back round to the left?
Yeah, I think it's
along the beach?
I think it's a road.
Does it say no entry or golfers only?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say no vehicles. It's open. Car is coming this way.
He looked local?
Yeah.
I've been riding motorcycles for over 40 years and have done a fair bit of green laning, even on the Crosstourer. The path itself looked straightforward, but I quickly realised it was a lot more difficult than it looked. The puddles concealed some really quite deep ruts and potholes. I pressed on, but as you'll hear, I quickly started to have some reservations about my decision. I've probably bigged up what happens next. It caused more embarrassment than damage to either us or the bike. We've decided to include it because it's all part of the adventure. The good, the bad and the ugly, as they say. Enjoy and learn the lessons at our expense.
I think they just define themselves as a byway going through their land.
But we're going in the wrong direction.
Well, we are. Had we picked it up properly to begin with, though, we wouldn't be.
Oh, I see what you mean.
This is the road that you said. I found a road. I found this a lane. And I said, yes, I've seen that. And I spent ages looking at it and thought it goes for a golf club. And I think I ruled it out.
So, have we got to turn around and go through it again?
Well, I might just loop round, but we may have to turn around and come back. Yeah. I mean, if I hadn't been for seeing that car coming through, I wouldn't have done it, but
yeah.
No, I'm on the verge of bailing out here because I don't really know which way.
And look at your map.
Oh, I don't know, my map's dying.
It says do a little triangle here. You can do a triangle. You can go straight on and come back round.
Can you? Okay, alright, okay, sorry, thank you for that. Yeah.
Oh, lift your bum up.
I think it goes both ways, in fairness.
Ooh, except that's a bit of a big one.
Ready?
I don't want to get wet feet.
We got it.
Okay. Okay, you're on the lead and I can't grab it.
Okay. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. I'll go around the other side and get the stand. Get the side stand down and come back this side. Then go back this side. I'm going to try and hold it. I don't really want to use the side stand.
Okay.
Hold it there.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Thank you, Lord. Calm, we're all right. Everything's all right.
I think so. Right.
Breathe. Let's see now. A little bit of mud on a few bags, and I think that's it. So it didn't actually go all the way, it just leaned into the bank, didn't it?
Yeah.
Which was okay.
Wow, that's a stung on the lips, falling off the bike.
Yes, Lord, help us to overcome.
Yeah.
Well, we have overcome, we thank you for that. Just pray you'll keep us safe, Lord. Thank you that we weren't hurt, the bike wasn't hurt.
Yeah. Not even the case was damaged or scratched. Obviously it would have lent on the case.
Yeah, but it was such slow speed.
Yeah, yeah. We're on our sides as well, weren't we?
Yeah, we went down on the ground, definitely.
Yeah.
I was a bit worried at that point, the bike was landing on me, and then I thought, no, it's okay because it will rest on the box.
The box in the bag.
Yeah, so it's quite
bar.
good for that point of view.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But that's the first time, I think, isn't it?
That's the first time, yeah.
We can laugh at it now, but at the time it's always a little bit concerning what's happened to the bike or yourself.
Trying to take a very tight turn.
Yeah.
On a very stony, quite slopey as well.
It was, yeah.
And into water, well, you couldn't see what was underneath, and as it transpired, there was quite a bit of, it was very gravelly underneath.
Yeah.
And that's what we hit. With our wheel turning, we hit that gravel, didn't we?
Yeah, and it just didn't want to go in the direction it should have gone on. But it's all good. And we could spend all week on this particular section because it's taken us about 5 hours to do 2 hours. So on our route plan it was a 2-hour journey, and we left at what time? 7 this morning. And
yeah, good.
We completed
just before
that.
7.
Yeah, we completed that 2 hours about an hour ago, which was about 1 o'clock. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 6, probably nearly 6 hours. So, yeah, we've got some great footage, including us falling off. Lovely little harbour in Abersock. Wow, golly, that looks like you're abroad.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. we had to take a detour because the road was closed by the police, and everybody has had to come this way, and basically it's ridiculous.
A few minutes later.
There's a whole lot reversing. It's crazy, isn't it?
A few inches later.
So yeah, what an eventful day.
A little later.
Well, it's unusual for us on a motorbike to be stuck in traffic.
Yeah, but even we're too wide, it's just too narrow, isn't it?
Yeah, they shouldn't have diverted them this way.
Much later.
No,
I think at this point we might just let these two go by.
I think we go this way.
Much later.
I don't think turning around is going to do anything. Need to get back on that main road.
Much later.
Why do we do it? Well, I ask myself that. Why do I do it with Jared? I could just be at home reading a book and crochet. You could be doing it on your own. That would be no fun though, eh? The right answer.
This way.
40%.
40?
Oh my goodness.
Lordy.